Hey guys, we are back with another Mythic Legions review. It's been a while since I've done a Legions review, and with a lot of folks getting their Advent of Decay pre-orders and the All-Stars coming out, I figured it's time to take a look at a few more because I still have not opened all of them. So today we're taking a look at the Advent of Decay Elf Legion Builder. This guy comes in the standard Mythic Legions packaging, collector-friendly, resealable package. You've got him there in the big window. You have got a bit of a product shot on the side, no write-up because he is a Legion builder, and then you've got that standard artwork, cross-sell, and write-up on the back. So let's do it. Let's pull this guy out and take a look. And here he is out of the package, our Elf Legion builder, and honestly, I should have opened this guy a lot sooner. This one is really doing it for me. It's a Legion builder, of course, so he really doesn't have a great deal of paint detail on it, but this gold color is absolutely doing it for me. I guess I didn't realize that this guy was basically just like a block of gold. And it works. I think it works really, really well. And I really like the way it shines against my backdrop here. Because it definitely brings out a bit of a more orange bronze type of luster to it, which I'm all about. So we're going to take a look at all the normal stuff here. We're going to run through Articulation. If you've seen any Legions reviews from me in the past, you'll know what to expect here. But if not, here's a taste. So you've got a ball peg that goes into the head. So he goes backwards, down, bobbles side to side, and rotates. Arms go out. They rotate. You've got a rotating and hinging elbow about 90 degrees, rotating forearms, rotating and hinging wrists. He's got the 2.0 style body, so he does have an upper diaphragm twist, bobble side to side, backwards and forwards, and then you've got your waist twist, which adds a little bit more bobble in all directions as well. Legs go out, they kick forward and backward. Thigh cut, you've got your single jointed rotating knee, and then you've got rotation and hinge and rocker down at the ankles. So it is, boilerplate stuff for the line, but I'm a fan of this articulation scheme, and it works well for me in the confines of these figures. So we're not missing anything. He's got nothing extra outside of the newer style joints, and I think it all works really well. I didn't have any real issues with stiff or tight joints on this figure, at least in comparison to some of the other figures that I have had trouble with in the past. Obviously, I've already said it, I'm all about the way this figure looks. We've seen this body before. This figure, this parts configuration really isn't anything new or specific to this figure by any means. All of these parts have been seen on other figures before. They are, of course, just unique into this Legion builder because he is just from head to toe. I mean, he's gold, so it works really well for me. He, of course, does have some forest-type green here for, his padding down here that hangs off on the thighs, and at the crotch for kind of the loincloth type of look here. But I really do like this particular suit of armor. This, it's supposed to look kind of like a leather type of mail. I'm not sure that really comes across all that well because he is entirely gold, so it really does look more like a full suit of armor, which also isn't a bad thing. It's just a different look for something that we've seen many, many times. So this is a quintessential kind of elf look. There is a lot of kind of filigree that's in all of the buckles and in the armor design. So it makes it look a little more mystical almost. It'll look a little more woodland, something that is maybe ancient, which I really do like. I love the plating that's in the thighs that runs down into the legs. I love the gauntlets on these particular figures. You've got the shoulder elbow pads here, the big design in the center. I really like that. It doesn't come across as well on some Legion builders, but I think this guy works pretty nicely. The color definitely does add a lot to him, and that gold, while it's not a vac metal figure, obviously, it definitely does have a very, very nice luster and shine to it. So in general, I'm really happy with the way this figure looks, even though he is just 100% from head to toe gold. There is, of course, a head sculpt to talk about, though, and it's similar, but it's slightly different. So we've seen this particular kind of head sculpt before with this long and pointed helmet design. Of course, it's all still done up in that same gold paint scheme, gold color, but this particular elf obviously has a different color altogether. His skin tone is black, which is interesting. It's different, and it very much doesn't really fall in line with a lot of the other figures that we have, but I think it works well. And if you're not interested in having this guy stand out from the bunch or having your entire Legion stand out from the bunch, there is a different head sculpt you can use as well. But I do like the way this looks. The line work on that helmet is really nice. He's got those deep green eyes that kind of shine in the light, and the sculpt is exactly what you expect to see. He just has a different paint scheme this time around. So all that same stuff you would like to see in your Mythic Legions Legion builder, just with a different skin tone. And speaking of that extra head, we do of course have to talk about accessories. So to start, we've already changed him up. We've got the more, Caucasian style head sculpt on him here. This more matches a lot of the other elves that we've already got. Same head sculpt, just different paint scheme. And then you've got the fully armored head sculpt with a different skin tone. This is one of the green elves, so it kind of matches like Myriad Golden Branch, for example. Same head sculpt, but this one has a full face guard in front, so you don't actually really see any facial details except a little bit of skin peeking through there. So I really, really like this one. It might be my go-to head on this one, just because I like that face guard. We do have pauldrons on there. We've seen those a number of times in this line, these specific ones, more of that filigree inlay pattern in there, just again done up in that gold color scheme. We do of course have the wing adapters. We've got our strap over here. On the weapons rack, we've got a singular arrow, and it's got some gold paint down there on the feathers. We've got a full quiver done up in gold with more of those arrows. You can clip this onto the strap. We've got a silver bow. So we've seen this bow a number of times. It comes with a handful of figures, and it's got the string ready to go, already tensed up and ready. We've got one of the standard swords with a gold hilt, silver blade. We've got one of the standard daggers, silver blade and gold handle again. And then we've got one of the standard spears. This one is matching to the bow, a silver spear. So you have a bunch of the standard kind of weapons, stuff that if you, like me, have a number of Legions figures, you already have tons of these, but you've got more options now. I really like the gold quiver. I think it works really nicely. And then I really, really dig this extra head sculpt. Very nicely done. And I really like the hints of green on there just to make it unique and slightly different. So big surprise, another winning figure from the Horsemen. I know it's weird, right? But this figure is pretty cool. I really, really like this color. Again, it's a Legion builder, so he doesn't have any great paint detail in terms of small details, small things to make him stand out and make that armor truly unique. But this gold color really does it for me. It really works well. He looks, exactly like you would think kind of like a high elf warrior would look like. They would absolutely deck their warriors out in this gold, ostentatious, gaudy armor. And I think this really works. You've got a lot of options for weapons. You've got 3 different styles of heads for different races for elves. So if you're going to go the full Legion builder on this, you've got a lot of options all the way around. So lots of cool customizational options here. Just a lot of fun to be had all around, and it's that same Legion builder quality that you'd expect to find from any other figure in this line. So that's going to do it for this look at the Mythic Legions Elf Legion Builder. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and until next time.